would say something I'm grateful for is that when I am so like down and in a bad place, I tend to make good decisions for how to handle it.
Yeah.
As good as I can. So I think that's in this time with my therapist, a time that was so frustrating where I read so many self-help books during the pandemic. One that I really recommend is Upward Spiral. It's about the neuroscience of depression that I learned so much
it's called
from
Upward Spiral. I'm gonna write that
Upward
down.
Spiral.
Yeah.
Another one is like Atomic Habits.
Atomic Habits,
and
I've heard of. Yeah.
I was so depressed, and I was meditating every day. I was exercising almost every day.
Okay. And you were still depressed with all that stuff. Yeah. I mean, the pandemic's such a weird situation. One, I don't think we've even really like deconstructed it as a culture.
Yeah.
Right? I think we're all just still, even 3 years later since it ended, like we're all still like, I don't even want to think about that time, but like we haven't even like unpacked it.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course it's like, it sucks that like none of that would be working for you during that time.
And so I thought I could work hard enough to get out of depression.
Oh God, isn't that the thinking? Yeah. I get you. Yeah, that's classic.
And so I just had a therapist that was like, you should talk to a psychiatrist and consider medication, because you're working so hard and using all the tools I'm giving you. And I don't know what Amanda I'm going to get, if it's going to be in tears immediately the second we start a session.
Your therapist said, I don't know what Amanda I'm going to get.
Yeah.
Aww.
Or she's like, or you're like chipper self. That's positive and a dreamer. And so I considered it, and I figured I would try. And there was a period where I was on Lexapro, and I was like, oh my God. Wow, I've built this cool life. Now I get to start enjoying it for the first time.
Oh, that's so sweet. And
yeah.
did you feel like you started enjoying things after that?
Yeah, it helped a ton. There was a little bit of like what I call a carefree period where like I was still making to-do lists every single day, an hour of my life, but I like wasn't doing them. I wasn't finishing them.
Amanda.
I know. I'm a bad girl. And I don't know. It felt like, am I on too many meds? And they were like, no.
Yeah.
And then it like simmered down, and it just got to a point where it felt like for the first time my emotions were just matching reality.
Yeah.
And that's what I say when people ask sorry to interrupt you.
No,
like,
you're good, please.
If someone's like, oh, does it take away your emotions or make you feel numb? And it's like, no, it makes it so I'm not having these larger than life, like existential depression about human nature. And I'm just like, if I have a breakup, I'm sad. If I have a bad day, I'm sad. If I don't, I'm okay.
I know. And that's so true, because, and the way like antidepressants were described to me when I was prescribed them is, and I love this, and I think it aligns, which is that like, it's like having a headache. And then when you take Tylenol, you know how like after 30 minutes later, you like, it'll just be gone, and you'll be like, oh, I don't have a headache anymore. Mm-hmm. Like you'll just like have that thought. So I totally get that. Amanda, we usually end the podcast with just, if anyone is going through something similar right now, what advice would you give to them?
Ooh, a couple things for me that help. Obviously, like seek medical help, and
that's number one.
Yeah, but journaling has been a big tool that I use.
I'm terrible with journaling.
It's hard to get into it.
It's hard, man. It's
one thing.
Like,
oh.
No, go right.
What happens for you? Like, what stops you with journaling?
Well, it's so funny because it's like and this is like no fault. Like with journaling, it's just like, it's another thing that I like have to do. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I imagine one of the reasons I really should do it is because, especially as creatives, do you ever go back to your journals and you're like, this is how I'm feeling, let's take some of these ideas and see if I can create with it?
Oh,
do you ever do that or no?
Not to like, no, I feel like I go back to journals and I'm like, oh my God, she was so sad.
Oh, dude, I know. Like I literally, it's funny, and this is no fault of my fiance. I don't blame her for this at all, but she was like doing some spring cleaning and like she like accidentally opened the first page and she was like, man.
Like, are you okay?
Yeah. She was like very concerned.
Yeah.
And I was like, nope, that's why nobody's supposed to read it.
Sometimes I'll use a journal for comedy writing and journaling.
Yeah.
And
no, you got it.
It's so bad. I'll flip back to a page and be like, whoa, it's out of context. Like,
I love like going back to, is that a journal or a joke? Maybe
exactly.
It's both. Yeah.
It's like either way, dark.
Yeah.
And the other thing, one like I think 2 journaling tactics, or it doesn't have to be journaling. It can be like said out loud to yourself or whatever. I've been doing that lately.
You doing affirmations or anything?
Not affirmations, sometimes gratitude lists, but like, okay, I have multiple ideas. Let me do the first 2 journal ideas. One is journal to yourself from the perspective of your future self.
Let me say, journal to yourself from the perspective of your future self. Oh, that's sweet.
I did that once, and it was such a like powerful reaction, and I started crying at first, but it gave this feeling, which is gone so much when I'm anxious and depressed. That's like, I'm like, whoa, I have a me in the future that's looking back and is like telling me like I'm gonna be okay.
It's such a easy way too, and like thought experiment to like step outside of yourself too,
and
which
zoom
I think
out.
Is yeah, that's really good.
So that one. Another one is just whatever experience or this is more practical if it's like day-to-day issues that you're experiencing, or kind of more reality-based issues of like, write down exactly how you feel and exactly what you're going through, put it in a box, and then if you were to say that to your best friend, how, or if your best friend came to you with that problem, what would you tell to them? And we're so much nicer to our friends than ourselves.
Yeah, and that's another thing.
Yeah.
I try to like come to it from, right? Well, think about, full circle, right? Like even bombing in front of your friends we were talking about before. It's like my reaction would be totally different than like how I speak to myself. Just so.
Oh, totally.
Amanda, one thing I love about you is that, and I love this, which is that's the first practical answer we've gotten for like things people can do today, which is like, I feel like your vibe, like which I love. So it's which is good because I think so many times we talk about these conceptually, but like these are things that you can actually do today. And honestly, like maybe I will start this week, and I say I'm going to start journaling and I just never do.
Well, here, if journaling isn't your thing, because I think that is hard for people, and if you're a writer for comedy, so it's hard to write and see the trash that comes out of your brain and like feel good. Like, I think when you start, you want it to like sound eloquent or something. So throw that out and just do.
That's
like,
honestly.
But if not, like I've been, and I'm figuring out if this is good or bad. It's bad for the environment, but like in ChatGPT doing the voice transcription, and I'm not doing the back and forth, but it's just like turning my words into text, but I just do a voice note. I use Chad for a lot of like emotional support, especially when I'm fixated on something and I'm like, I don't want to keep bothering a friend or a person about this.